Hola, soy Ruth, mi canal es Spanglish Fantástico, and quiero hablar about a question that I was sent from a gentleman called Rob, and he says, I've been learning Spanish for some years. I'm one of those people who struggles with fluency. I know loads of vocabulary, but how do I put it together? How do I get used to putting it together? So this is my response. What I did was talk to myself. I had lots of luck because I was living in Peru 3 años, so I could speak to people. But when I came back to Inglaterra, I continued to hablar conmigo. So I spoke with myself, hablar conmigo misma. Right, so conversaciones imaginarias. That's mi recomendación. What do I mean? Well, if you have a look, if you Google something like this, random conversation starters, I don't know if you can see that, and then you just get questions. And you've got something like, what was the last funny video you saw? So that's una conversación. Por ejemplo, yo no vi, I didn't see un video chistoso. Chistoso's funny, like cheese toast. Yo vi un video que se llama The Sicilian Ghost Story, and it was very, very triste, sad, muy triste. Era muy triste. So I could go on and tell la historia de este video en mi imaginación. What I'd like to do is recomendar que hablas en tu imaginación con una persona que habla inglés y español. So if you come across something that you don't know, you can say it en inglés y continuar en español. And that builds up fluency. I'm a big fan of fluency. And if you were talking to somebody, chances are you could work it out together. I have written a book called Spanglish Fantástico. So this is another thing you can do. You can read. If you feel that reading un libro en español is a bit too much, you don't want to start with una novela en español, then you can start with mi libro. Mi libro it starts mostly en inglés with un poco de español, and then by the end it's mostly en español. So that's that one, Spanglish Fantástico. That's on Amazon. It's about £12. It's all about building up la confianza. You've already got a lot of words, Rob. So la idea is to just use them, incorporar el español. So, for example, por ejemplo, you shouldn't be saying Spanish. Use español every time because you already know that word. And I think that español accretes to what you already know. So I'm not a fan of going to el diccionario every time and stopping. I am a fan of fluency. I am a fan of confidence. So usa tu español that you already have, que ya tienes, and más español will stick to that until you don't know how much español you have because you have so much. I hope that helps. And subscribe to the channel. Hablo español aquí en Spanglish Fantástico every day for 100 days, and then en el futuro hopefully I can continuar as well. So see you here. Hasta la próxima. Until the next one. Adios.